You push the button really fast.
Because we don't have much time, as usual. Because you were too freaking slow.
I was slow?
Yes, you were just taking your sweet time. No cares about anybody else's schedule or what we're supposed to be doing today. Just do what you want, when you want, you know. I mean, you're special like that.
I'm waiting on you. See?
Now, only because we have been waiting on you for hours,
look, and your
days,
spots ready and everything.
weeks.
Nothing to even complain about. Other than you. What?
I just want to see something.
Okay.
Because I ordered a belt. And they forgot to give it to me. Ah, this stupid slow connection thing. This is my belt. I'm taking it.
All right.
It's now mine. I own it.
Vincent. Oh, are you
I had to be.
Are you going to draw reticles?
We had to be like Vinny. I had to get one of these. I also got one of these core belts with the inner belt. So maybe we'll do a video on building my next battle belt.
That would be a great idea.
Yeah. I actually kind of dig. I haven't messed with it yet, but we'll see. But I got all sorts. I got to get mag carriers. Like, what mag carriers am I going to get?
Kiwis.
SDAC Kiwis.
Hands down.
They make me happy.
I have yet to find them. Well, not that I've bought a lot of them, but
Well,
of all the ones that I've seen, they look the nicest and they operate well. And then you can take the little inserts out if you need to.
You can.
I do like the HSDI stuff just because I can use a mag pouch and use it for a multi-tool or a
I mean, you're not wrong.
45 ACP or a double stack 9mm or a double stack 45 or...
They're more universal.
They are.
But you have multiple battle belts, and how often do you shoot anything other than the one or two guns that you're
I don't.
of which double stack 9?
I don't, but we don't carry them.
We don't carry Kiwis.
No.
Damn!
Okay, you are not in. You have like this floating coffee cup in the
It's magic.
picture and a little bit of hair.
How come? What? I don't understand coffee cups. Why isn't the?
Because you're supposed to be left-handed.
Your dominant hand should always be free.
I'm more likely to. I'm more likely to drop the thing in my right hand to fight.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you though?
Why don't you just not have something in your right hand?
We'll put that to the test in spicy.
Vincent, now we have half of a Vinny. We have an arm, a floating cup, and a little bit of beard hair.
You get all of it.
Hi, Kelsey.
Good freaking morning, all you beautiful people.
Hey,
So
you're the loudest, so you gotta stay back there. You could be really far away, and it won't matter. Cause you're welcome as a compliment. Jeez, spicy.
anyway, as the title says,
Dots.
I need a new dot. And we were having a discussion this morning about what I should get and why it should be this one versus that one, but what if this is better than that and all that jazz. So I need your help. I have enlisted the help of my helpers. And now I need your help. Oh, damn it. What did
She said, Henzo said hello too.
Yes.
Hello, Henzo.
Henzo? And Henzo says, you're my helper.
Nope, not today. Liz is my helper today. I was just going to say that. So, yeah,
Hold up. We got to talk about GOP first.
Okay, yes.
Because at the very least, we have to talk about it now in case we forget to talk about it later, but we can also talk about it later.
We got to make sure Charles puts a post up about this too. But we have GOP on
Tomorrow. What day is it?
Yep.
Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow.
we all
Oh,
did it.
tomorrow.
Dude, yesterday. Hold on. I'm gonna squirrel this for a moment. Yesterday I taught CCW. Like four
Good job.
times. Like 4 times in class, I referenced that it was the weekend. I had it in my head because I was teaching a CCW class. It was Saturday. And at one point, I said something about earlier in the week on Monday. That was yesterday. I was so confused because yesterday was Tuesday.
All right.
But it was Saturday because it was your truth.
Oh, no. Here comes Vinny to break us. Not the whole internet, but at least our internet.
So yes, GOP on Thursday. What time? What place? What's the address? And what do they wear?
Close. Option.
Okay, so we're going to Uncle Bill's Pancakes on Manchester Road in Baldwin tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. There will be a gaggle of us in the back. Come in and have breakfast with us. I'm trying really hard not to say something dumb.
Too late.
Too late.
Cindy, good morning. Eugene, good morning.
Holy crap, it has been a morning.
Kent, good morning.
Yeah.
Who else? Richard and Ritz. Good morning.
Oh, hurrah.
Oh, Reinhardt, not
Yeah.
Richard.
Rhino.
Rhino. We'll go
I don't
Rhino.
go by Rhino anymore. You're always Rhino to me, but banana hammocks. What?
That's going to be an interesting breakfast.
Fitty's in.
I don't know who's going to want to eat, but it's going to be an interesting breakfast for sure.
Good
Banana
morning, Jay.
hammocks and
And
Hawaiian
core belts?
shirts.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And what?
Core belts. I thought you were going
Belts?
next to the belts. I mean, you got to carry your gun.
It's true. I bet
Richard.
it's concealed.
I carry a damn...
You offended him. Good job.
I know. I can't read from this far away, and it's hard to see the text. Damn it.
You offended him.
My apologies. Not really. I don't care if I offend people. I don't really care.
Spicy today. You should have been spicy on Monday. Look at it.
So, anyway, what the hell are we talking about today? Oh, I need a new guy.
Wait,
So-
come have breakfast with us.
Yes.
Okay,
Back
done.
it up.
All
Yes,
right.
have breakfast with us tomorrow morning.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, Uncle Bill's on Manchester.
We're only gonna be there for like an hour or something. We got work to do and
Some
stuff.
of us got work to do.
Some of us.
Yeah.
Bulletproof anyway. Thursday's match.
He's asking.
Are you going? Are you
Is it
competing?
IPA?
It's
Or no,
skills
is
and
it
drills.
skills and drills? I think I am. I'm pretty sure I am. I'll
It's-
probably be there.
He's got his kid's soccer game.
Oh, what the hell is that? What'd you say? Soccer
I said he's got his kid's soccer game. I was joking. It's Philly.
It's
I
Amazon
almost said
special.
Philly.
Uh-oh.
Amazon's now it's
What?
got it.
Yeah, what is it? Is it a red
Don't
dot?
worry.
It says rangefinder illuminated reticle. It says it right there.
Oh, dang.
I got to know what this is.
Yeah,
Now-
I'm
Just
Pinty.
curious.
Pinty.
3x9.
3x9.
On a pistol?
I'm liking it so far.
Holy
country.
cow.
Wait,
Your
there's
country- oh, here we go. I got
you
it.
found it. Oh,
Yes! Just
Show
so the internet
internet.
knows. This is the recommendation for Phil's new handgun.
Oh, it's got a laser too.
The laser does all the aiming for you.
Oh yeah,
I get auto seeks because they're laser guided bullets.
laser guided bullets.
You heard it first.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah.
Done.
Doesn't matter what ammo.
Dude, that would look cool on my gun.
It'll look cool.
But
Put it
yes,
on a revolver.
I do
Oh.
need a new red dot. And so we are weighing, here's what I came down to. And I really kind of want the 507 count. So I have screwed up eyes. So everybody knows I have an astigmatism. And so when I see dots, they look like stars. And Hollow Sun used to make a dot, the 407 CO, that has an 8 MOA circle. It's not a dot, it's not a solid dot, it's a little itty bitty circle. To my eyes, I see that pretty damn well because it's not a dot. And I liked it. And I'm also colorblind, so I prefer green. Red dots work okay, but I prefer green. I went to Hollow Sun, I was at SHOT Show, I think, and I was like, hey, love this optic, it's great, I've been beating it up, it works awesome, but I need you to make it in green. And I'd prefer it also if it was solar, you know, if it was a 507 version instead of 407. He's like, yeah, you're like one of 3 people on the planet that liked it, so we don't make that anymore. And I was very sad.
Sad.
I cried a little. But then they came out with a 507 comp, which has all sorts of options for different size reticles and dots and such.
So what's a reticle?
Well, a reticle is a display that you look at inside of an optic, right? Whether it's a magnified optic or a non-magnified optic. So it could be just a dot, which I guess technically that's a reticle, but I would consider more so a reticle being something that has something else. In this case, a circle and a dot.
Just
Get Google out of here.
So the 507 comp has that as an option. It is a gigantic window, which is cool. Vinny brought up a point like it looks a little weird, but
I think it does.
I kind of agree, but I also kind of like it because of that. It stands out there. What I came down to is between the 507 comp and the the hell's it called?
the EPS.
EPS, the full size EPS.
That's it.
Then he just like ran away.
Oh, he's getting his whiteboard? No.
Oh, you thought your nose was bleeding? Man, that happened to me last night. I stayed in the kitchen, all of a sudden I was like, bloop.
I was like, I didn't want to be on live.
Yes. Janet, good morning. Andy, good morning. Jordan, good morning.
Oh, hi, sissy.
I like the EPS because it's enclosed. I kind of like the idea of an enclosed dot. On my 365 XL, I have EPS carry in the 6 MOA version. So, what's the whiteboard for? Did you already draw stuff?
No, that's for you to
Here,
draw
I'll
what
do-
you
Okay.
actually see.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Because
So, bring me the whiteboard, y'all.
you said it has a dot.
Oh,
I
red
agree
or
with
blue?
you.
Red or blue. Those
Okay,
are his two.
you guys,
Those are your the band.
they gotta hold the thing. No talking. You are now a prop.
Jackpot.
It's so hard when it's quiet. She can't do it. Don't touch tips, please. All right, give me the whiteboard. Here we go. All right, so I see dots. Okay, so let's talk about MOAs on dots. Okay, let's just say commonly you see 2 MOA. Oh, it's going to be backwards. Can I? Oh man, you can't even see that.
Right,
Yeah,
big
draw
down.
big.
This is gonna be terrible. All right,
Just
so
big
we're gonna
dots.
say we're gonna make a big dot. I'm just gonna get rid of that. We're gonna say
It's not proportional.
that this is a 2 MOA dot, or this is a 6 MOA dot. This marker don't work for crap, but that's okay. A lot of dots have 2 MOA dot. The EPS comes in a variation as a 6 MOA dot. The comp, which is what I like, has an 8 MOA circle. So again, keep in mind, relative to the size of the dot, this is really little. I'm drawing it super big because we're live on this silly thing and it's doing funny things with the exposure. I like this, but it's also an open emitter. Nobody has one.
What do you mean?
I was going to show an open emitter.
I can open a minute.
So, unload your gun, and then Vinny, unload your gun, so we can show the difference between the two, what we're talking about. So, the 507 comp has this as an option with a huge window around it to make it easier to see it. The 507 comp, though, is a open emitter. Turn it sideways. Open emitter so that gunk, rain, dirt, dust, boogers, whatever can get down in there, and there's just a little laser beam that shoots and bounces off the glass so that you can see it. Or you can have a closed emitter, okay? So where that little laser beam is being bounced off the glass is covered up. So when you're out in the dirt and the dust and the rain and the boogers, it don't obstruct anything.
So let me just. So what you're saying is there's a window, and you look in the window, and you see a reticle.
Yeah, there's your
And
window.
you-
Oh boy, I was going to try to draw the base of a gun, but that's going to be that
Yeah.
ain't going to work. And then you either have a little dot in there, or a little bit bigger dot in there, or a circle, or
Or a circle and a dot.
yeah. So the EPS you can get in a version that has a 2 MOA dot. Oh come on, it's freaking marker.
You want a
2
permanent
MOA
marker?
dot and a 32 MOA circle around it. I do like this also. God damn it.
I think it looks okay.
Yeah, but
I
the
can see it.
reflection. This helps my eye recognize this as a dot, because what I see when I see a dot is this. That's about what my dot looks like. Not that you can see
No,
that.
you can. I have it
You can?
on mine
Okay.
right now. You can see it.
So this circle helps my brain understand where the middle of that little starburst is. So I like the 32 MOA circle and the dot. But I also just like a big dot, even though for me that big dot is super bloomed out.
You want the blue one?
I want something that works. How about that? I don't care what the color is. But this is big. So at further distances, it covers more of the target. I'm done. It covers more of the target. And I can't decide what I want. Maybe the answer is just by...
So
both.
one thing that that I've heard in one of our recent red dot classes is that when you have the big circle reticle, your eyes do more measuring, so it could take you longer. We're talking like
Fractions of a second.
fractions
sure.
of a second, but you know, if you're looking at a big circle and our eyes like to find the middle of things. So if you just have a single dot, it's seemingly more natural to just put the dot in the middle. But when you have a bigger circle, then you're measuring the top of the circle to the top of the target, the side of the circle to the right of the target, and so on and so forth. So that could cost you a little bit of extra time, but obviously there's always a preference there. And
To be clear, too, for those of you that don't know, is you're not supposed to be looking at the dot.
Yep.
You're supposed to be looking at the target. And then the dot, you're supposed to just have the dot show up in front of your face. So yes, the busier the window is, the more your brain wants to look at it and identify what's going on and make sure you're seeing everything you're supposed to see. So I can totally agree with that. My only disagreement with that is that, not disagreement necessarily, but counter
or
point
sacrifice
is that
that's willing. Yeah.
because the dot is such a starburst to me. It's not a symmetrical looking thing. I always feel like I'm spending time trying to figure out where the middle of that cluster is to put it on my target. You know, obviously relative to the size of the bullseye, whatever it is I'm trying to hit. You know, if I'm just trying to hit an A zone from 3 yards, well, it doesn't matter. If I'm trying to hit a head box from 25 yards, then it matters, and it definitely slows me down trying to figure out where the middle of that jumbulation is. Is that a word? It is now.
So I hate to have the bad news, but I think you answered your own question on what dot you want.
Okay, can you share what my answer is? Because I don't know.
Because I could tell you all day which one I like and the reasons why I like it, but what I see is not what you see. And what you see is what matters, not what I see.
Are you a philosopher?
That was pretty philosophical.
Let me hold my skull. To be or not to be. Two dots or not two dots. Too green or not too red. That is the question. You're welcome, Internet.
Green or not too red.
You're welcome.
Let's hold on. Phil sold me on the circle. I definitely like the circle. Janet says she loves her event. I really like the idea of an enclosed dot because of, I mean, the dot that it went on my shadow when I'm carrying that, the inside of my dot is gross. I mean, it just is from daily carry, use, cover garments, that sort of stuff. When the outside window on my EPS carry on the 365 gets dirty, I go, let's lick it off.
Nope.
She bothered. All kinds of bothered.
Can we get Liz to vomit on the line? I had the funniest thought yesterday. This is a total squirrel thing. I'll talk about it later.
What?
So, yeah.
I like squirrels.
I know you do.
It was a squirrel moment of a squirrel moment. Damn, squirrel
Okay,
moment.
go back to the dots.
Brad says the circle. Gosh dang it! It's a beautiful coffee cup. The circle is a distraction for me. Big fan of. What the hell is that? I don't know if I want to say it. Big fan of DPP. Okay. I like the circle dot. Gives a nice reference for holdover. Yeah, I don't really care about holdover.
I think that comes from the EOTech.
I really don't care. For a handgun, I really don't care. Now, like super close and you know, when you're trying to do height over bore stuff and you're trying to make a very precise shot, that could give you an extra reference point, sure. But hold over for distance, I don't care about it.
It's not. It's definitely not as pronounced. Especially because you're not going to be shooting a handgun at the same distance as you would shoot a rifle and the height over bore and all that stuff.
Now, one thing I could justify it though, as far as where Ritz is going with, is in the competitive shooting world, shooting at an IDPA circle, you're close enough to it, you know that you can just put
the
your
circle
there, and you know you're good enough. So it gives you a quick reference to know that you're at that distance, you're going to get good hits.
Delta Point Pro. Thank you for the clarification.
Yes.
My brain, I won't
better
say.
than what I thought.
But
yeah, that makes good sense with the what are we?
So for the competitive shooting side, I can justify it.
Yeah,
it's exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah, and I can see that for you know, knowing I got to make this hit, and I am super close, so I know I have height over bore issues, and I also know that if I put the bottom of my circle on this thing,
you're good. Or
at this distance, I can just cover up the circle with my circle, and I'm gonna make the hit as long as I do the right work.
I prefer a small. So I have my Shadow, which has an RMR with a 3 MOA, just a single dot, and then my macro that I just bought recently, I put the 407K on it, I think. So I'm not great with the numbers of all the Holosun optics.
I used to know them. It's hard.
So now I have a 6 MOA dot. I didn't care for the circle. I'm just not I don't need the different reticles, mostly because my eyes very much want to look at the dot because of my lazy eye and everything. It's been such a struggle for me to be able to look through my window, and I need as little distraction as possible. So I'm now, since I started shooting my Shadow again, I'm just like so happy that I have that tiny dot again, and I love it. So
it's just another interesting perspective, just because of the lazy eye and the fact that you're so drawn to the busyness,
bright shiny things.
Yeah, I relate to that, and I'm the exact opposite to a degree, but I have changed. In the past, if you ever shot with me, I just used the giant circle. That's all I use. I use nothing else in the middle, and I used that for a long time until I had a instructor mention, hey, you should try not doing that. And I was like, you know what? That's a great idea. His name was Jedi. And he was like, just get the dot. And I've been using just the dot ever since. And honestly, I've actually kind of learned to like it more. I don't know why I was apprehensive of it at the beginning. I can tell you one small reason why I kind of liked it, which is a really dumb reason, the big circle.
Okay.
One reason why I liked it, it's a really dumb reason, but after some reflecting in the shower about it, I figured it out.
Any shower thoughts?
I just liked that it was different. I liked that it was different, that no one else, that I never met really hardly any of the other people that was doing it. It was just one big circle, and it was just kind of nice. But in the grand scheme of things, it really didn't matter, and it didn't. Now having just using a 2 MOA circle or a 2 MOA dot or the 6 MOA dot when I shot your gun, there really is no noticeable difference to me between the two, but I do enjoy the simple fact of what Liz was just talking about. That with just the dot on there, it is just less crazy inside my optic. It's easier to ignore and focus on the things that I actually have to focus off, which, if I'm focusing on the stuff I'm supposed to, gives me more brain power to do other things. So I kind of converted from just a big circle to a small dot.
You have a 6 MOA right now?
Mm-hmm. I have a 6 MOA on the XL.
I know we've shot at 25.
It's never bothered me.
It's never bothered me. It definitely bothered me a little bit, but I also get more anxious about my sight picture than you do. So it bothered me, and that's one of the sacrifices you would make by having it. Well, for me, it was a sacrifice to have a 6 MOA dot, a bigger dot, to try to shoot at distance because it was covering up, the tiny little thing that I wanted to shoot at. So I was having to be okay with it being good enough, kind of thing. And when I'm shooting precision, I don't like good enough. So that bothered me a little bit, which is one of the reasons why I'm preferring my 3 MOA again. But
I think it still comes back to the overall question of what dot Phil should get.
And then, so what's another aspect of this that you haven't talked about yet, I don't think, is the size of the window.
Yeah, the comp window is huge, right? It's very big, which all that means, again, if you're not familiar, is that you can see it at more of an off angle, right? So who's got an unloaded gun?
I do.
Let me see your gun. Okay. So, internet, look. There's nothing in there, and there's nothing in here. Gone. Okay?
Magic.
Don't duck, because you got to see this.
All
right? So,
flew right out of there when you blew on it.
right now, the red dot is right in the middle of the window, right, that I'm looking through. If I turn it this much, it disappears. Now it's back in the middle. Turn it this much, it disappears. So with a bigger window, instead of it disappearing here, it might disappear here, which means that as I present the gun, if I'm not as accurate with my presentation, I can still see the dot in the window. Now, is that small? Yes, it is. Is there a, hold on a second. Is there a distinct difference between, give me that back. Okay. The size of Vinny's and the size of mine? Yes. Am I comfortable shooting this guy? This is the, what the hell is this thing? EPS carry. Sorry.
Yours, yes.
Mine is the EPS carry. So the regular EPS is about the same size as this one, maybe exactly the same size. And I'm comfortable shooting this. So why wouldn't EPS be fine? It just gives me, it just gives me a little bit more margin for error on my presentation, and that's typically a good thing, right? That if I can allow myself to be a little bit sloppier, not that I want to be sloppy, but if I am, I can see the dot more assuredly. One of the problems with presentation of a dot is that you're not 100% sure why you don't see it. So you'll see people fishing for the dot. They come out and they're like, they start moving the gun all around because it's not like sights. If your sights are off, you can see that, hey, my front sight's way over here, so I have to move it this way and then this way to get everything lined up. You can't necessarily tell that with a dot, especially if you're only off a little bit. If you're, obviously if you're super off, sure. But that's a 509T, Ritz.
It's a good question. I don't even know. Oh, shit, it's not labeled.
That's a 509T.
He knows. He knows my dot. I don't know my dot.
So, Gordon, good morning. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I am definitely kind of leaning towards the enclosed. I just kind of like, dang it, I don't know what Ryan said.
Right. A lot of on reps and reps and reps and SRO.
SRO. No.
Yeah, I do like SRO.
I don't.
You're not wrong.
So I would print like crazy if I put an SRO on mine because I already print with the RMR.
You are wrong.
A lot.
Anyway, I am not a fan of the SRO. I do not like it.
The durability is
one. He thinks it's ugly.
We've
had this conversation before.
I cannot stand the look of that thing.
Yeah.
It is a horrible looking optic. I don't like it.
I like it.
I would not put that on your gun. If you put that on your gun is garbage. The SRO is a great optic. It really is. It's a great optic. I just think the thing is
oh my god. Internet.
Ugly. Yeah.
Internet just looks cool.
Function over form.
Oh god.
So I have no interest in Trijicon. I just don't. I don't.
Why?
It's not worth the money to me. It just isn't. I think that, do they have a good rep? Do they make a good product? Absolutely.
All I'm saying is my optic has never, not once, failed me in any way, shape, or form, and I beat the ever-living crap out of it, and I've seen multiple other ones around me have issues. Whether it be battery life, or just screws falling out, or
That's
whatever.
the only knock that I will give. So when Holosun has the external battery tray, which is awesome, because you don't have to take the freaking optic off
That is a huge part.
to change the battery and all that jazz.
So the screw can.
The screw can and does back out. It definitely should be part of your routine every so often. I don't have mine witness mark. I should just do that, but just to make sure it's tight, because I've had a few people have those fly out in class, and then then your dot no worky.
Yep.
Unless you have a solar powered one, then it will.
Only in the sunlight.
Yeah, well, only in the sunlight. I don't know if it'll work without a battery in it though. I think it does.
It might.
So,
I think it does.
I mean, to clarify though, my point is I'm not opposed to buying a Holosun. Or any other dot.
I mean, you have one.
All I'm saying is the value that I have found in Trijicon is substantial. I do not worry about it in any way, shape, or form. My battery has lasted a while. I'm actually kind of embarrassed to say that I left it in there for 3 years because I wanted to see how long it would last. I wear my gun every single day, and it's always moving.
No,
it's all.
You lied.
Stabbed.
Because you've been carrying your SIG. Which
For like 2 months.
Okay.
And
so
I'm
every
talking
single day, minus 60 of them.
I'm talking about a previous stint because I replaced my battery in my RMR before I got my SIG, but there was a stint of over 3 years before. Now you're making me question everything.
Good. You do that already anyway. We have just got
How long
minutes.
have I had the shadow? Anyway, I like my Trijicon. I trust it.
Yeah, I'm
no doubt about it.
Yeah,
and the Holosun,
there is no doubt about their durability for sure.
Holosun is amazing. Yeah. I don't want to discredit that. I'm just saying that there's value to the cost of paying for a Trijicon, and not to mention it's made in the USA. So there's
definitely value there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they cool.
So the SRO is still,
but they're stupid expensive, and I don't think the SRO is ugly. I like it. I'd buy it. I'm gonna buy it just because. No, I'm not, because that's too expensive.
Now we have the real problem with the Trijicon.
But I do want the RMR HD.
Just at the front door right now.
They're early.
No, wasn't it 8 o'clock?
Oh, VA.
Yeah. So anyway, we gotta get going. Anyway, my squirrel moment thought I had from a few minutes ago.
You remembered?
Yes. Of course I remembered. I don't ever forget that stuff.
I always
forget. So yesterday, Liz and I were drawing, and we're doing some appendix drawing. And was it 8 or is it 9?
8.
Okay. Anyway, we're doing some drawing on a timer, dry draws in the office. And this morning I was editing some of those videos, and I just had this thought that I wanted to, while we're going through and doing the draws, that Vinny just came across and slapped you right in the face with
the tortilla.
It would have been awesome. It would have been awesome. So, unfortunately, we didn't have that. Something we'll have to think about for next time.
Vincent must have been busy.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't here. So, anyway,
That's a good idea, Gordon. Witness mark your holster hardware too.
Yes, I've had that happen to me. I was walking around behind the counter one day and the clip just fell off. So that sucks. So.
Mine definitely loosens up from time to time. But okay, we gotta go.
We gotta go. We gotta get ready for quals and for meetings and all that good stuff. So anyway, thanks for nothing, all you awesome people, and throwing other things out there. If you
GOP.
Tomorrow,
on
Thursday,
8 a.m. Uncle Bill's on Manchester. Come have breakfast with us.
What wouldn't you buy?
Ooh. Yes. What dot
Amazon.
wouldn't you buy?
Yeah, the one that was linked in there. Don't buy that one.
Don't buy it. Can I say one?
Yep.
Vortex. The little pistol optic.
Yeah.
It's just got a crazy refresh rate. Like it looks like it's blinking.
Yeah, I feel that way with the. I think it's Swamp Fox.
Yes, and SIG.
Yes. Yeah.
SIG optics are not my. Well, SIG pistol optics.
Yeah.
I have a few of their rifle optics in there. I haven't had any issues, but I don't run them as long. So
Pistol optics, we've definitely seen some problems.
Issues.
With. So anyway, Gordon, no, sunroof is not fixed. It's been raining too much, and I haven't had a chance to do anything with it. I'm gonna hopefully today start tearing apart the inside of the car. Which sucks. Yes, today's the one nice day. Now, so I need to get in the garage too. It hasn't dried out. Because of the rain, we haven't had to be able to have windows down or anything like that, and so the whole inside of the car is still wet. It sucks. Anyway, we gotta go. You guys have a super awesome day. Hopefully, my gun will show up sometime in the next few months, and then I'll have time to decide on what dot I'm gonna get, and we'll go from there. If you guys need something, come see us, 14803 Manchester Road in beautiful Baldwin, Massachusetts. 10 to 8 Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 10 to 6. come hang out with these guys. What are we doing today, man?
We got spicy drills.
Spicy drills. So if you've completed Defensive Handgun 3,
you can come hang out.
You can come take spicy drills. It's spicy.
It's spicy.
You guys stay safe, be nice, and we'll catch you soon. Later.
Toodles. Awkward. Vinny, you gotta make it awkward.